Hello everybody, Dokkan here. Welcome to another Dokkan battle video. So we got ourselves a data download here for you. Doesn't seem to be as big as we sort of like intended it. As soon as we like wrapped up the stream yesterday, there were, a couple of hours passed. We did get a data download on JP, and it only showed like the ZAMASU EZA, so we didn't get to see a lot coming in from the data download itself, but we'll go ahead and check and see what we got here. So let's go ahead and jump in. Of course, we got the ECAs for just the EZA for Fusion ZAMASU. We got a wallpaper, we got some updated sprite arts, but we kind of thought that these guys we're going to get some sort of like, we're gonna get an ECA for them, or like a super ECA, because they already done their ECAs and stuff. No, this is basically maybe like updated arts because they're like boss fights. And then of course we got the Seno support memory. There's a different Seno support memory now. This little support item too. So we'll check things out and see what we have here. So we got the Training in the Clouds event returning back. Oh, this event was so good during the anniversary? Yeah, because everybody sat down over there and started link leveling as everybody as they could, right? Because this event is pretty dang good regarding just link leveling. So not bad, not too shabby. So pretty cool. Then we're getting some additional stages added into the Perfect Cooperation Team Battle event. I didn't do the first two. I think I did the first two stages as on a stream, because I think I was coming back from a business trip during that time that they released those events, and I was like, well, it's too late now for me to make a video on it. So now I can finally be able to make a video once the event comes out. Of course, it'll come out tomorrow. It is very interesting as well. Let me pop Dokkan Wiki real quick. The banner, well, not the banner itself, the ECA for Fusion ZAMASU comes super early. It's at 9 p.m. Why? That is very early for an ECA. Usually it's like at around 1 a.m. as you guys can see my time here. But 9 p.m. is surprising. Now I might of course schedule my stream close to around that time for the release of this ZAMASU ECA, just to cover him, do his showcase, things like that. But it's interesting that we're getting his ECA very, very early. We're getting some of these events as well very early too. So the Training in the Clouds stage, the Perfect Cooperation Team Battle stage, this new event, the Universe Distorting Justice and Order, all of it is just coming out at 9 p.m. So 16 hours from now, a little bit under 16 hours is when we're gonna get these, which is again very surprising. So I'm curious to see what this new event has in store for us. So I will make sure to get those ready to go, and we'll tackle those. Actually, we'll see, because I can try to beat the EZAs, because of course for some unknown reason whenever I'm trying to like stream, I can't record. I will have to test that out again, but it seems to be a problem with my encoding. But I needed the way that it was before, man. I need that. So yeah, Future Saga, the weakness for the Int LR ZAMASU's ECA. Shouldn't be too difficult, especially with the caliber of characters that we have received. Of course, Vegito Blue is gonna feast there, the physical super ECA, Vegito Blue. So we'll have fun with that. And we're getting the two Senos. Isn't that the same name as the Supreme Memory? Let me check. I don't think it is, but let me check. Sano's Welcome Worlds is the Welcome Words is the Universal Bubble Saga support memory. So this is just 2 Sanos. We got 2 Zamasus and now 2 Sanos. The Time Travelers category allies get attack and defense plus 10% in battle, and for 7 turns on the start of the battle, Realm of Gods category allies get key plus 1 once only. This is not bad. 10% support for attack and defense, not bad. Sano support item, Sano button. A mysterious button given by Sano. Apparently pressing it can summon Sano. Interesting. I'd like to see what it does. Can only be used in a certain event once the conditions are met. This is a coding. This is the /n. Interesting. So we're getting a wallpaper as well. This is the part 1. Of course, this is the login screen, as you guys can be able to see. Then we're getting some scripted event assets. This is the Seno button. This is what we were talking about, right? Like updated essay. Well, this in particular, I really don't know. Dokkan Festival exclusive Cyborg Tao. Just the SA assets to add the jetpack. Okay, just making sure. And then of course this new battle sprite for the Super Saiyan Trunks. You know, a lot of people were stating that they we could get a Super ECA for the in Trunks, right? The one that I discussed on the ECA videos, that old Dokkan Fest. So it doesn't turn out to be that. I feel like there's just like updated SA sprites. I think Proton mentioned it in one of his posts. Yeah. So just to clarify, the Vegeta and Trunks cards being part of the data download was just to add their other SA assets as boss. So it seems to be like these are the bosses for I'm assuming it's not the new event, or it could be, I don't know. It has to be the perfect cooperation team battle event where we can be able to get the skill orbs and things like that. Actually, does it tell us what skill orbs are they dropping? Let me check. Well, no, it doesn't say. But yeah, the Power Up Mortals, as you guys can see, that was the same stage name as the as this one in particular. So it is from the perfect cooperation team battle. It's not a new event in general. So I don't know why people jump to new unit instantly. It makes sense to clean out some of the 2017 Dokkan assets and when making a new event for them. Yeah, this is true. I agree. But yeah, doesn't seem like much. I find it quite interesting. I did see some comments there that is like, oh, this is an anniversary level celebration and we're not getting a lot. And this is on par with the anniversary, right? By the time that the anniversary happened, what do we had? Like we had some good stuff showing up. Like we had some good ECAs coming in, things like that. But of course, like first and foremost, you guys gotta understand the caliber that we just got with these like free characters that we can be able to use on Rosai's team is just really, really good. That's one. The Super ECAs are phenomenal. I wish this guy was a bit better. And then of course these two are amazing too. I guess, you know, whenever people want more stuff is when they can say, oh, this is a perfect celebration because more is good but less is bad. I would say, you know, less is okay so long as the quality of it is good, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, so later tonight, again around 15-16 hours by the time this video goes up, maybe 14, just to make sure about the time. At around 9 p.m. Eastern is where everything is gonna drop. Of course, the ECA for Fusion ZAMASU, and then of course the new events. I'll make sure to go live a bit later than usual, just so that we're on par with the release schedule for the ECA, so we can just grind it on stream and be able to get it done. And of course, I might start it a bit early just so we can hang out and finish up while like wrapping up the ECAs and things like that. And then of course, once I finish up, then record all these other like stages, like the Perfect Cooperation Team Battle, the Universe Distorting Justice and Order first stage against the Infinite ZAMASU, things like that. So, but yeah, not a lot, of course. I don't know what's gonna be coming down the horizon for part 2. Maybe they're just gonna start wrapping things up with the Future Saga portion of the celebration, then just move on to the second portion of this celebration. I'm assuming that next week is where we start getting some stuff for GT, maybe some news on like upcoming content, and then they just show up like the summons for Omega Shenron or things like that, right? But that might be next week, right? So that kind of fits because Ultimate Clash does finish up in like a week's time, right? So if I was like, we did the video yesterday on taking on Ultimate Clash. So if we check here, it does last on the 25th. So basically speaking, around this time we are going to get the part 2 of this Ultimate Clash. Around this time is where we can be able to see some updates, or maybe even prior to the 25th we could get to see like the new units coming out, right? So that could be a possibility. But yeah, around this date is where we should see the part 2 stuff. So we should get another data download around this time. During that time, maybe like the 24th of July, maybe we get another data download, or maybe even prior to that, because this is basically the end date of this Ultimate Clash, and then maybe immediately after this finishes up, we get the new Ultimate Clash. We'll see. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of the data download. Again, not as much, but content is content regardless. Hopefully you guys had fun with the Fusion ZAMASU. We'll of course be able to test them out, do a showcase, things like that. Whenever the Characters is EZA comes out in less than 16 hours from now. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think. Again, small data download. I wish it contained a bit more, but yeah, not a lot to go on by this. I don't know when part 2 is gonna possibly start. Like I mentioned, might be next week when we start seeing either a data download or teasers for new events, things like that. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe. Go ahead and check some gamer subs down, link in the description. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys all in the next one.